Welcome to Truth Tuesday, and the truth will set you free. Today, heart attacks at 30 years old. Now, why are young people dying at such a great rate? Now, this wasn't happening 20 to 30 years ago. So we're going to go into the science and the anatomy and physiology of what's causing this crisis. And it really is. So let's look at it right now. For now, a young person's problem, it is. And it used to not be the case. 1 in 5 heart attacks are occurring in adults under 40. This is doubling from 10 years ago. Now, a 2% annual increase in heart attacks for young adults over the last 20 years. It doesn't sound like much, but when you go 2% one year, 2% the next, 2% the next, you're looking at a massive increase. And in fact, 906% increase in heart failure mortality for adults under 45 from 2012 to 2021. 31% of heart attack hospitalizations are now in women ages 35 to 54, a massive rise from 21%. So really, who's at risk? Well, through traditional risk in younger onset, obesity, overweight, high blood pressure, high cholesterol levels, diabetes, insulin resistant, sedentary lifestyle, lack of movement, lack of routine health screenings. Now, a disproportionate number of women are affected. Young women who have a heart attack are more likely to die from the event and are at higher risk of developing heart failure. And this is hospitalizations. Think of this, 35 to 50-year-old women rose from 21% to 31%. And clinicians often underdiagnose risks and dismiss symptoms such as chest pain in females, has anxiety, and they're not looking at it. And it's criminal. So what are the root causes? Let's look at the root causes that you can start to address today. Number 1, obesity and processed foods. Chronic obesity is a chronic driver of chronic inflammation. And you look at it, diets high in processed foods, sugary foods, unhealthy fats. This directly fuels the damage to the arteries. And then chronic stress, high stress jobs, poor work-life balance. It creates a constant fight or flight state, straining the heart, and then sedentary lifestyle. Lack of physical exercise is a major independent risk factor. In increased screen times, people are sitting at their computers a lot, and this literally harms their metabolic health. And then poor sleep. Sleep is the most vital part of your metabolism. Less than 7 hours of sleep a night, you're looking at disrupts the restorative process, leading to hypertension, inflammation, and metabolic issues. So we have to address the root causes so your body can remain healthy. So 3 things that we have to address: chemical, physical, and emotional stress. How do you address the chemical stress? Well, it's what you put in your body. This includes processed foods, unhealthy fats, alcohol, tobacco. These create inflammation and disrupt the normal function. Physical stress, use it or lose it. Okay, if you're a sedentary lifestyle, poor posture, spinal structural misalignments from past traumas, these interfere with the nervous system's control of everything. And emotional stress. This is why ancients would say you think yourself healthy and think yourself sick. You master your emotions, you're going to change your physiology. But when you have chronic stress from work, relationships, the news, literally it's straining not just your heart, but your entire system. So we have to address these stressors because these are the underlying cause. So let's look at the anatomy behind this. Understand your main engine, your heart. You've got 4 chambers, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, atrium and ventricle. Now you've got valves that act like one-way doors in between these. And this is literally what you're hearing when you're hearing the heartbeat. Those valves are clamming together. Then you have arteries and veins. Veins bring blood to the heart, arteries bring it away from the heart. And it carries the oxygen poor blood to the heart sends it to the lungs and then gets it back oxygenated and pumps it out to the body. Now the heart needs its own fuel. through those coronary arteries. So it's a brilliant system that design starts to pump before you're born into this world and keeps pumping your entire life, looking at 2,000 gallons a day. And where this blood comes from and goes, it's such a brilliant, simple cycle. The body sends this oxygen deprived blood to the heart. The heart sends it to the lungs. The lungs do this brilliant carbon dioxide oxygen transfer and waste product transfer. Then it oxygenates that blood, sends that blood back to the heart, and then the heart pumps it out to the rest of the body. It's a brilliant, brilliant design. And think of it, hundreds of thousands of times in a lifetime, this works. So what is a heart attack? There's two aspects of heart attack. Step one, hardening of the arteries. And this is literally the arteries, because why don't veins harden? Well, arteries are a totally different structure. They have a muscle inside that constricts and dilates. And that muscle needs small arteries to supply it. They're called vasovasorums. So anything that damages those vasovasorums, those blood vessels, is going to literally cause that artery to become weak. So the body, in its wisdom, is going to protect that artery with a plaquing of calcium, fibrin, and cholesterol. So that's a protective mechanism from the arterial damage. And then if that blockage becomes worse because the arterial damage hasn't been repaired, it can eventually lead to a sudden blockage, interrupting blood flow to the heart, damaging the heart muscles. And so this is the key to correct the arterial damage. Now, when you stop this process of atherosclerotic plaquing can be reversed. But look at the warning signs, okay? The classic heart attack symptoms: chest pressure, squeezing pain, pain radiating to the shoulder, arm, jaw, shortness of breath, cold sweat, lightheadedness, dizziness. These are all clues that there's a problem. And symptoms often seen in women, looking at extreme fatigue, nausea, indigestion, back pain, neck pain, jaw pain, anxiety, a sense of impending doom, shortness of breath without exertion. Do not ignore these signs. Get to a healthcare professional that's going to check the body clearly. I cannot stress that you've got to look at this. I mean, this is a classic example, and this is why we do consultations. Here's Chris, 48-year-old woman, 7 years hip pain. So what is hip pain? That's a chronic state of stress. Bladder problems, okay, pain sitting, sexual dysfunction. And that has to do with literally the body's insignificant stress. What you're looking at the x-rays is that there's inflammation of the pelvis, there's a leaky gut, there's a myriad of things going on. Now, she'd been to other chiropractors before. Luckily, we were able to help her. Pain decreased because we stabilized the pelvis, but we got her system working correctly. Within 3 weeks, she was healthy. Now, we do consultations for healthcare professionals when presented with difficult cases like this. When you're looking at a 67-year-old who fell off a truck, post-surgery, quadriplegic, we teach how to approach a case like this. And it's the same: physical, chemical, emotional. But the techniques for adjustment are specific. Now, let's get into clearing the nervous system, the 5 keys to prevent this heart attack and to get your body healthy. Clearing the nervous system. This is the master controller. Now, the heart has 2 nerve supplies: parasympathetic supply coming out of the neck and sympathetic supply out of the top of the thoracic area. So if you have an alteration in that structure, this can absolutely alter that function. And this is why when we see thoracic subluxations, I say, look, have you had that fluttering of the heart? You take a deep breath and it goes away. That's a fire alarm telling you that there's a problem. Get to a corrective chiropractor that's going to take an x-ray, identify the problem, fix it, and then take another x-ray to show they fixed it. You got to clear the nervous system of interference. And then look at exercise, the second key to health. These are our foundational principles that we teach: clearing the nervous system and movement. Exercise is like a nutrient for your brain and body. It's non-negotiable. It lowers blood pressure, improves cholesterol, aids in weight management, enhances insulin sensitivity, has direct anti-inflammatory effects. Practical, what you can do right now is just start walking. Park your car far from the store you're going to and fast walk up to the store. Aim for 75 minutes at least of vigorous activity a week. If you can, exercise every day. It's essential. And then when you're starting to recover, add in resistance training, weight training, absolutely the key. The third key is proper nutrition. You have a hunter-gatherer metabolic response to the world. That's what your diet needs to be doing. Whole food, whole food diet can literally reverse the disease process. The antioxidants in food can reduce the inflammation. So literally start doing a practical application today by building your meals around fruits, vegetables, whole grains, healthy animal products, and drastically reduce and eliminate the packaged, processed, literally toxins food that damage the arteries. And then proper sleep. This is the most important part of your day. This is when your body regenerates. Sleep is restorative. Sleep is non-negotiable. When you're sleeping deep, this can alter blood pressure. It increases tissue production. It literally allows the inflammation process to regenerate during that sleep process. So aim for 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep a night. Prepare your environment for sleep. That means cool, dark, quiet, and maintain a consistent sleep schedule and no screen time before bed. Computers, TVs, cell phones, iPads, all of those things secrete a blue light, which interrupts melatonin, and melatonin lengthens the period of regeneration called rapid eye movement at night. And then the fifth key is emotional stress management, prayer and meditation. Every study shows that meditation and prayer increases tissue production and healing. When you're in prayer and meditation, this is why we teach visualization techniques, we teach neurolinguistic programming to every patient. You master your emotions, you change your physiology. So this is absolutely vital. So start today. Get 10 to 15 minutes of deep breathing. Get in that mindfulness a set of prayer, meditation, and love. And this is literally going to help that parasympathetic, that rest, digest, and repair. If you can activate that throughout the day, you're going to increase regeneration. It calms your nervous system and helps with regeneration. Take control of your heart health today. I love lifestyle is medicine. The rise of heart disease in young adults is a warning, but it's not a death sentence. The vast majority of premature heart disease is preventable and reversible through choices you make today, according to the National Geographic. Absolutely. So plan today. Eat a whole food, healthy, anti-inflammatory diet. Move your body every day. Prioritize sleep, 7 to 9 hours of deep sleep, master sleep. Master your emotional stress with deep breathing and mindfulness. Eliminate tobacco or reduce alcohol. Get your spine and nervous system checked of interference. Remember, the heart has 2 nerve supplies in the neck and upper thoracic area. And know your numbers. If your blood pressure is altered, your cholesterol is altered, those aren't problems. Those are clues that your body's under stress. Address the underlying problem, and you can reverse this danger. And please look at our new article, Heart Attacks Under 30. It's a brilliant, the science-based article that you can share with your friends. Get on our adaptive physiology site, create a free account, and literally share this information. And what we offer on our site, Adaptive Physiology, we offer articles, videos that we can't post on the standard social media, books, apprenticeship, consultations, in-person training, and hundreds of video training courses. Also, we've got a brilliant course on high blood pressure, and it's a self-study course. It's absolutely fantastic and detailed and referenced, and we have a 50% off. Type in New Year, all caps, and you get 50% off of the course. Absolutely. And if you can, come and visit some of our sites. I've got a clinic in Huntington Beach in Tijuana, Mexico that is complete. If you're concerned about a heart issue, get to one of my clinics. And we have two clinics, one in Huntington Beach, one in Tijuana, Mexico. And in Tijuana, Mexico, we have three clinics in one. We have American Biodental, Holistic Care, and Bergman Family Chiropractic. Now, at Holistic Care, we have to look at the whole body. So it's not just a heart issue, it's an entire system issue. And this focuses in not just on wellness, but integrating advanced dental treatments, holistic therapies, and we literally personalize the care. Now, a holistic dentistry, it is vital to have dental health. You could have cavitations from past extractions. You can have an issue with root canals, mercury fillings, but you have to clear this. And subclinical infections like a cavitation can be slowly poisoning you. And only a holistic dentist can find, identify, and correct it. At Holistic Care, we offer stem cell therapy, IV therapy, integrative cancer therapy, hyperbaric oxygen, LED light therapy, EBOO, extracorporeal blood oxygenation and ozonation, ozone therapy, and regenerative PRP, or platelet-rich plasma. Fantastic. Some of the cocktails that we use, and I'm talking intravenous cocktails, are amazing, but we use the live blood cell analysis to show what we need. And then we use another live blood cell analysis to show that it's fixed it or is working to correct the problem. Myers cocktail, brilliant. Vitamin minerals and B vitamins, vitamin C. And we use the best type of vitamin C that you can. Glutathione, DMSO, amazing anti-inflammatory and healing. NAD+, coenzyme Q10, peptides, alpha lipoic acid, even chelation if we suspect heavy metal toxicity. And we give free transportation. We pick you up on the U.S. side, drive you to our clinic, which is located in the Grand Hotel. And when you're done with therapy, we drive you back. Can't make it easier. And it is literally, you're living at the hotel at the same place as the clinic. It's fantastic. So get in there and get checked, but make your body healthy. If you've already experienced a disease, go in there so we can find the source of it and start to have your body adapt correctly to the environment. Stay healthy, my friends. God bless you.